What's good, YouTube? Knifey Sam here, back again, once again, and today, people, or this week rather, it is UK Nationals. Yes, 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 I have been so excited for this for so long, especially just a week off in general. It's a bit of a crazy year. I've not really posted much on my channel. Reasons being, probably because my life's been a little bit crazy, relationship and social life wise. But this week, I'm gonna focus. I'm gonna get my head down. I'm gonna do what I need to do, get my training in, and hopefully have a successful competition. So today is Monday. I'll be training here. Well, I'm actually in the archery range at the moment. The throwing range is over there, but it's a little bit windy today, so I'm just recording this in the archery range because it's a nice big shelter. So yeah, I'm gonna be training every day, Monday to Thursday, traveling up on the Friday. So from Bristol, last year it took me about 4 hours. It should only really take 2.5, but we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully, it doesn't take as long as last year. And yeah, it should be good. So, what are my goals for this tournament? Well, I was feeling confident a few months ago, but because of work and everything, I've just not had a lot of time to train. So I've been less confident recently, but hopefully I can figure that out this week, and I'll go in feeling confident. That's what I'll do. I need confidence, because I bottled it a little bit last year. So last year, I picked up a medal in distance knife throwing, which I I got a little bit lucky, not gonna lie. I also got unlucky to not pick up a medal in no spin knife throwing. Now I only came fourth. Just a couple of I think I was 3 points off a medal, so I was a little bit gutted about that, but happy to come away with a medal off my first competition. So this year I do want to pick up another medal in distance throwing. I think if I actually practice and work and know my distances, especially since I've now bought a set of proper rotational throwing knives. Last year I did not have a very good set of rotational throwing knives, so yeah, I did get very lucky picking up a medal in distance throwing, not gonna lie. I thought I would have done better in distance tomahawk throwing because I actually do that quite a lot, and yeah, again, bottled that on the day. So yeah, I want a medal in distance throwing, either knife or tomahawk. And most importantly, I want to medal in no spin knife throwing this year. Now, again, I was quite confident a couple of months ago because I'd been practicing my no spin accuracy ever since the competition. Ever since I came fourth, I've been like, nah, I'm not having this, not having this. Next year, I'm coming back. I want to be top 3 at least. And I've been practice was going well throughout our quiet winter months at work. I get a little bit more time to throw. However, it's been really busy recently. I've not had much time to throw, so I need to get my arm back in. I need to practice what sort of technique I'm going to be using for longer distance, because there's a few different ways I could go about it. I could put a bit more power into my throw, which sometimes helps, but maybe not as accurate, or sometimes less power, which would be more accurate, but sometimes maybe not sticking, not as consistent. I just need to find a consistent technique. So the knives I'm going to be using this year for my no spin competition will be the Ace Jet Stingers. I used some knives I actually bought from the competition last year in in no spin, and oh, there's a buzzard. Where's the buzzard? Ah, you're not gonna be able to see it on the video. He's gone. Oh, there he is. Sorry, distracted. Yeah, I used some knives that I bought from the competition last year, which distance-wise were pretty consistent for me. I just couldn't get I just lost my head halfway through, and I bottled it. So no, this year I'm coming back stronger. Rotational knife throwing in general. I did awful last year in terms of accuracy. This year, like I said, I bought a better set of knives, so I hope to climb up a little bit higher than what I did last year. I want to be in the top half at least, top 40, let's say, in knife throwing. Last year in tomahawk accuracy, precision, I placed 16th, so or joint 15th, I think it was. So that or higher, I'll be happy with, because again, that's not really something I practice a lot, but we'll give it some practice this week. I don't expect to do too well at any of the games. Mountain Man, Snipe. Yeah, I don't know, maybe Snipe if I play it right. and Silhouette, assuming they're all going to be there again this year. And then you got things like quick draw, which I actually did pretty well last year in a draw cup. That was something again I hadn't practiced. Like I say, it was my first competition last year, so I didn't know what I was. I didn't really know what I was coming up against or doing. But no, I came top 8 last year, quarterfinals in the draw cup. So I was quite happy with that. That's something which I know I can practice and I know I can get better on. So I don't know, maybe go top 4 as a goal. I don't know. I'm being very optimistic for my second competition. I want 2 medals. I want to improve on everything I did last year. Speed throwing, I'm not going to practice that. I'm just going to wing that on the day. And also double bit. I still don't have a double bit axe. So I'm pretty sure I placed dead last in that last year in double bit axe because I'd never thrown double bit before. So I didn't do too well. I gave it a go anyway. I think I stuck like 1 axe into the target on double bit. But yeah, well, we'll give it a crack again, and we'll see how we go. So those are my goals. I'm out here on the range now. I've got my tape measure lined up, ready to go, ready to measure all my distances, get all that locked down, and yeah, let's see how it goes. Okay, so it's day 2 of training, Tuesday now. I think day one went better than I expected after not throwing or throwing that consistently for a while. I managed to figure out some of my long distance throws. I've worked up to 5 rotations on both knife and tomahawk. I think if you can throw 5 rotations on the day, it gets you a medal. I think I medaled last time with 5 rotations on the knife, and I was using smaller knives as well. So yeah, we'll see. So I've got me line set up. I know what I want to work on for today. Also, last year I saw quite a few people at Mountain Man use a really small axe. A bit cheeky. I don't really fancy my chances in Mountain Man, but this one recently broke where I work, so I'm going to cut this one down and take it with me and yeah, use it for Mountain Man again. Not that I'm going to do any good at that, and well, you never know, could have a lucky run, could do well. Cool, so yeah, I'm going to get on with training for day 2, and I'll see you in a bit. Here we are with day 3 of training, and I'm feeling pretty good, pretty confident. No spin practice is going well. I looked at the results from last year and looked at the score that I'm going to be needing to get. Now I don't have like a proper competition target, but I've got these green dots on the target, so if I hit the dot, that's pretty much 5 points. I'm pretty sure it's the same size as what a competition one would be, and then I just judge based on how far away, if I'd get 4, 3, 2, 1. So I've been scoring myself, and I did like a full walk back for 4 sets, what the no spin is, and I managed to score about 173. I think that was that's a rough estimate. And the winning score from last year was 146, I believe, or something like that. And my score from last year was about 115. So, yeah. So, well, looking at the scores from last year, there's about 5 in the mix for the medals. So I came 3 points off last year. So, training is going well. If I can perform like this on the day, then yeah, I should hopefully medal in no spin throw, and that's the goal. And I have also made a little Mountain Man axe. Now, I wasn't any good at Mountain Man last year, but I saw people use axes this size for Mountain Man, so I thought I'd make one of my own, so I can stand from 3 meters, and hopefully, there you go, that wasn't too bad. If I'm aiming for the green dot, I'm just about in there. Yeah, so that's cool as well. A lot more walk back to work on today. I've been practicing quick draw, feeling good on quick draw. Don't need to practice that too much. I might do some no reload throwing actually to practice for quick draw, get my fast hands going. So day 4 of training is going brilliantly. Clearly. Much hungover. I am going to go and train today. It's not going to be a long training session. Yeah, I drank a lot last night. Thursday is normally my drinking night, but as I'm driving on the Friday, I thought I'd have my night out tonight, as well as tonight, last night, as well as tonight, but not drink as much tonight, if you get what I'm saying. So I'm feeling confident so far about how my training's gone. But yes, alcohol, love it. Okay, I made it. I'm on site. You can definitely tell my energy levels are lower today, but we're gonna get everything sorted out. I'm just gonna go over my distances again, make sure I know what techniques I'm using from each distance, and then practice on the things that really matter. No spin, no spin, no spin. I am meddling in no spin this year. I don't care, I have to. Massively underperformed last year, and it annoyed me, and I'm very competitive, so meddling this year. But yeah, just gonna go over everything. I haven't got too much time today. I'm feeling pretty confident in my techniques. Just need to get shit down and perform on the day. I travel tomorrow, so I'm not going to drink as much tonight. It's Thursday is normally my night out. I did all my drinking last night, so take it easy tonight, and have a fun 3-hour plus maybe journey tomorrow. See you there. Okay, so last year it took 4 hours traveling up. I wasn't too hungover this year. Traveling up, it should take about 3 hours, give or take. Yeah, no, this year it took 5.5 hours. There was people just crashing all over the place around Birmingham, so yeah, it wasn't really a fun journey, but made it here. Did a little bit of practice, probably stayed for about half hour to an hour, got a little bit of practice in, mainly my nose spin, worked on a few rotational distances as well, and even played around with a few little of my tricks at the end as well. But yeah, I was happy to get there. And then after this, we went to a couple of Wetherspoons, because I like taking Wetherspoons off of the list, little thing that we do. And then we also saw a little bit of Elvis, so enjoy. I don't wanna be a tiger fight too rough. I don't wanna be a lion, lions in the Okay, so I'm now going to attempt to commentate over, this is competition day 1, and I wasn't expecting to do too well in my rotational knife run, so not many clips there. There's one decent round from 5 meters there, I think. I think my my Tomahawk game can be improved a lot next year. I learned a lot from actually competing on the day, more than what I did last year. There's a couple of nice 5s coming up here in slow motion. I had one, I'm going to see if I can find it after this actually. I had one really good 8 meter round, I think it was, where I scored 2 5s and a 4 from 8 meters, which was pretty good, pretty insane to be fair. Not even the top throwers I don't think would do that very often, I imagine, from that distance. So yeah, some decent throws here. I didn't place very high in either rotational knife or rotational tomahawk, or tomahawk in general for that matter. Here now is my very first, I believe, full walkback set on my no spin knives. Pretty decent start there, and then picking up a 5 there from 4 meters. That's a 3, and then this last one is a 3 as well, so not bad. This is where it sort of starts to fall apart now. Like, they surprised us by having no spin on the Saturday. I was sure it was going to be on the Sunday because it was last year, and they scheduled it to be on Sunday, but for some reason they went really quick apparently, and they decided to do it on the Saturday, so I had no warm-up for this at all, and it shows because my scores improved on every single walk back round, which they don't normally. They normally sort of vary, but they did actually just straight up improve every time. So here's 7 meters now. I think we're throwing from. I think 1 on the edge of the target, 1 not sticking. I think this last one. Does this one stick? Yeah, there's going to be a few points there. This is my very last walk back round. The full walk back isn't on here, I'm afraid, but picking up a couple of nice 5s. There, I think 2 5s and a 4. I think I might have scored in that round. Now on this throw, I think I hit the yeah, you see it there with my hand. I hit that sign. My follow through is so mad that I hit that. But you can see I stick a lot more consistently from especially the 5 meters. You see on this next one. So yeah, I did place silver in no spin throwing this year, which is good. Is what I hoped to do. I wanted to be either 1 or 2. Because I finished just outside the medals last year, and I was like, if I can push higher into the medals, I'll be happy, and I was. Here's my silver medal performance on my mountain man. This is just the axe portion. I'd already done the knives by this point. That was my practice throw, and now next throw on the card. That's a 2-pointer because I'm cutting the edge of the card. Most of the axe card cuts are 2-pointers. Which is what we're sort of talking and explaining here to me, because I'm still quite new to the competition, so I'm still properly learning all the rules. It didn't do well in Mountain Man last year at all, but this is a throw off for the silver medal, and we were joint first, and then that second throw again hit the card. I was incredibly accurate with this tiny little tomahawk that I brought along, which everyone does. For Mountain Man, just missing that 3rd card there. That was unfortunate. But yeah, it was mad that I got the joint highest score in Mountain Man, and then managed to pick up a silver medal in the throw off, hitting that card as well. So 3 or 4 cards cut so far, and going for this last one in the middle. A cheeky little grin towards the camera there, because I know I'm doing well. And the last one, cutting the card as well. Mental. And then here's just some speed throwing, which again didn't really particularly expect to do well in. I think I came in the top 5. I think I was 5th, something like that. I wasn't close enough to the medals on this one. Maybe next year. A little bit unlucky. Some of these knocking each other out. Some not landing within that circle, but I think I did quite well. The technique to win properly isn't this one, but hey ho.
Yay!
Okay, so I was pre-recording here because I knew I'm pretty sure I knew I'd got 2nd place. As soon as I saw Mark Temple throwing on the day, everyone knew that he was going to take the gold. And as soon as I didn't come up in the 3rd place, I pretty much assumed I got 2nd place. Behind Mark. Fair play, he absolutely smashed it, and yeah, I think there's going to be tough competition no spin next year. I think he's been giving people tips, and everyone's going to come back stronger. Here I am collecting medal for Mountain Man in just a sec. But yeah, this is all the footage we're going to show from the UK Nationals actually being there and competing. Day 2, I massively flopped. I could have done a lot better than I did, but I bottled it on day 2. But I was happy enough with day 1 performance. So yeah, I'm going to let these last couple of clips play. On my way back from the competition, we went to the Binley Mega Chippy, ticked off a couple of Wetherspoons on the way back, so I might throw in a few little clips of that. There's me grabbing my 2nd silver medal. Yeah, absolutely over the moon. I'm going to let Past Sam, which is Future Sam from when this is recorded, do the outro. And yeah, over to you. Binley Mega Chippy, Binley Mega Chippy, Binley Mega Chippy, Binley Mega Chippy. Hey, it's fucking close. And here we are, back home, back on the range. No training today, however. It's currently Monday, just turned about midday. So it's time to get back to work. I've got to go straight onto the river for a kid's birthday party, paddleboarding. I'm then doing a lesson paddleboarding afterwards, and then after that I got scouts and guides on the river paddleboarding. So it's a very busy day for me. First day after the last day of the competition. So competition, I'm very happy with how I performed, mainly on day one. Day two is we're not going to talk about day two. But yeah, so my first competition last year, I came back with one silver medal, which was in long distance knife throwing, which was a surprise for me. Wasn't really expecting that medal. And this year I came back with 2 silver medals, so I'm up to 3 in my collection. So this year I won silver in no spin throwing, walk back, which very happy with. That was the one that I wanted for like, if I hadn't come back with a medal in no spin, I'd have been very disappointed in myself. But I did come back with that medal, silver. Which is good. And I also got silver in Mountain Man, something that I didn't expect to do well in at all. But I think, well, one of the reasons it did better than I did last year is because I copied everyone else, and I did use, like I was saying earlier in the video, the smaller axe. And now with that, the aim was really weird with that one. I had to aim like a lot lower and slightly to the left of where I wanted it to go. But for some reason, because I knew that, it sort of made me more accurate. And I split the card quite a few times with the axe, and a couple of times with my no spin front on the knives as well. So I actually came joint first in Mountain Man. 3 of us were on 18 points, and 18 or 16. Can't quite remember. It might be 16. Yeah, I think it was 16. And then it was a throw off between the 3 of us for who came first, second, and third. And I threw the second time. I scored, I think, 15 points. So that placed me at silver medal, which I was, yeah, over the fucking moon with. I never expected to pick up a medal in that discipline. And then we come on to the no spin competition. Now, I was very confident going into this one. So based on last year's scores and what I'd been practicing, I was quite confident. Obviously, other people can improve also, which is why I picked up silver in the end. So the winning score from last year was like 146. Something like that on the walk back no spin, and I believe the same person won it again this year. He improved by about 50 points on last year's best score, and the thing is, I also improved on 50 points on my score from last year. So I scored 165, I believe, which was about 20-ish higher than the score from last year. But as soon as I saw Mark Temple throwing his no spin knives during the competition, I was like, yeah, there's absolutely no chance I'm getting first place this year. A lot more work needs to be done, which I will. I'm gonna, yeah, be working even harder and hopefully pushing my score up again next year. So I feel like I could have done better than what I scored this year, though I was still happy with what I scored this year. I was practicing and I was thinking, if I can score about 160 something, which is about 40 points on each set, I was going to be happy, and I did. I was happy enough with my score, just not good enough on the day. Mark Temple, fair play. He was throwing some. He broke a UK record as well, actually, so I can't complain with second place. As soon as I saw him throwing, I thought, if I get second place, I'll be over the fucking moon. And yeah, I did. So I've yeah, 2 silver medals. Other things that I did well in, the new one, the underhand little thing, I think I came joint first in the qualifiers, and then I lost in the first round to AKP in the head-to-head in the knockout stages, which I was a little bit annoyed about that, actually, because AKP, he pushed me out of a medal on Silhouette. I was in a throw-off also for Silhouette knives, where I'd scored 40 points initially, which I was like, I don't know how I scored so many points on the first round on Silhouette, getting 8 of the 15 dots and not getting Gingy at all. That was pretty insane. Unfortunately, second time round, Alan was as consistent as he was the first time, and I was not. I really overperformed in my first one. It was insane, actually. I wish I had it recorded, but I didn't. I only got the second round recorded, where I only scored 10 points. So yeah, I came 4th in that overall in the end. Made it to the finals of quick draw, but absolutely bottled it. I think I was using the wrong tactics in quick draw. I was trying to take it too easy on the first throw. Because I went too slow on the first throw, I lost that round. And then I tried to make up for it by going too fast on the second two. And both missed the target and landed one onto the target, but not in the scoring circle. So unfortunately got knocked out the first round of that as well. Didn't do great in distance knife, didn't do great in distance axe, didn't do the worst either. I think I landed the first two, and then on the third, walked back, so 5 rotations on them both. Yeah, well, depending on what you're throwing. Yeah, not quite on the walk backs either. I did better than I did last year on double bit. That was I did awful. I don't think I scored any points last year on double bit, and I at least scored points this year. But I don't have a double bit. I don't have a double bit target. I don't ever throw double bit. So the only time I've ever thrown double bit is at the competition. But yeah, and then I did. Yeah, I think I've improved overall last year on everything. Picked up a couple of medals, came very close to a few other medals. Like I say, I could have probably came away with 4 if I was on form for everything, but I just wasn't. I was, yeah, but no, 2 medals was my goal, was what I was hoping for. So very, very happy, and I know what to work on for next year again. I will improve again, and I'll come back again, and I'll hopefully win a few more medals again. Hopefully picking up a gold at some point. Not sure when that will be. If Mark Temple doesn't show up one year, maybe I can pick up a gold in no spin throwing. So yeah, journey home. Wow. Well, the journey to get there, it took about 5. Okay, sorry, I just got an awkward message. So travel wise, it took us 5.5 hours to get there. That was with a quick 10-15 minute stop at the services. Now on the way back, it also took 5.5 hours, but we took a little detour. I went to the Binley Mega Chippy in Coventry, and then went to 3 different Wetherspoons in Coventry as well, and still made it back in the same time as it took to get there. But yeah, back now. I've got a lot of footage to go through. So this video might go up a couple of weeks after the competition, and I've got a very, very busy week ahead of me for work as well. I believe I'm in 6 days this week, and so yeah, that's it. I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you very much for watching, for anyone that has watched, and we'll see you at the competition next year, or in my next video, whenever that may be.